In this lesson, we are going to see how user can edit all 3D objects in Solarius PV. Beam Objects Library is composed by General Objects Library and Project Object Library. In the general one, we find properly the software archive. So when we access, we find different objects organized by category and preloaded by the software, so by Solarius. They can be used properly to model all details I want in my project. So let's see the project library and how to add and edit a new object from this library. So this library is properly linked to the actual project. How we can change the element? Let's see how to edit a 3D object in this section here. Let's imagine we want to modify an object from the general library or from the online library or maybe from an external file as the ball object or other extension. Let's imagine to edit the object and to save it. Let's see how to do it. Image, for example, to edit the car here. This is loaded by the online library. But for example, I want to personalize the element. I want to edit the car. And I want to use in the project as I want. I can select the car. First of all, I go to the project library, go to the 3D model section from the button on the upper toolbar. Then we go to the correct folder, select the object, right-click and open the editor. Now we are in the editor. The editor allows me to do lots of action. For example, one of first thing to do could be save the model for SketchUp. On the toolbar we see a blue icon. Here we find Solarius PV for SketchUp. We can use this command to change the model as we want. Or we can export for Blender software, the 3D modeler, or save it as a SketchUp file. Well, done this operation, this kind of operation, on the right column we see lots of properties. First of all, we can change the name of the object, title and description. I can upload a different model. We see the opposite section. Or we can edit this component. I can change the position of the object. I can change dimension. I can scale it. I can keep the aspect ratio. I can change all measurements. Or I can reset the dimension to the original one. Done this operation, I can go to all details and change all stuff I want. For example, from the material section, I don't like the white color, I want a red one. So I go to the correct section and I change it from the materials. So I save the model in the project library. But what happens if I want to model to edit an object from the general library now? Select the correct section, the section of reference. I want to change the color of the inverter. For example, I want to change to red. Or I want to change some technical features or properties. If now I try to edit the element, I see that I cannot change anything in the model. But this happens to all general elements. Why? Because this one is a general archive, so it's the archive of the software, so it's not a project library. So I can change now the element of a general archive. It's not a project library. So how can I change this model? I go to the object, right click and copy. Then I go to the project section, the right section, and I paste the model. So now I can enter in the editor. So here, now I can change everything as we see before. Or I can upload a different model. I can choose from lots of files, as you see here in the window. So SketchUp file, 3ds, Q3s, MDC, AC, and lots of other files. All elements recognize as 3D model to link to the library object. If I want to use these elements in other project, in other Solarius PV, not present in my personal computers, or I need to give this element to my cooperator to use in a different place, in other company, in other physical place, what I have to do? I need to save the element in a specific format. This format here is called BOL file. BOL file. I assign a name, and now I can manage the element as a BOL file. So what happens if I use a personal computer without the model inside? So let's try. I deleted the model. I did this because I was working in the project library, in the library of the specific project. So not the general Solarius library. So if I need to upload a model done by other people or in a different company, I just need to receive the object as a BOL file. So first of all, I upload the BOL model. Now I find the object in my library. So we can use the BOL file to interchange 2D or 3D file with other technicians or people in our company. I can use the object to create a personal folder that I want to use to design with specific object.